Good morning, students. Today we are going to see control charts. Control charts. Already, the first third unit starting itself, we have seen what is continuous improvement, how quality control has to be taken part in the organization, what are the various tools which is involved in the controlling the quality. Here, these are all the tools which helps to control the quality. What do you mean by control charts? Control charts are very important quality control tool. We will study the use of control chart at greater length in the next chapter. Now we are going to see a simple concept of simple things of control chart. These charts are used to evaluate whether the process is operating within expectation relative to some measure value such as weight, width or volume. Once again, I am repeating, it's evaluate whether the process is operating within expectation. What are expectation we are having? It will be cover that expectation or not. Okay. And some measure value. What are the measure value they will take? They can take by weight and they take by width and take by volumes. Volume of sales, how much weight, volumes we are sold, how much people will get. So all these informations we can get. For example, we could measure the weight of a sock floor, the width of a tire, or the volume of bottle of soft drink. Understood? So, what is the width, the weight, the volume? This is what an example. When a production process is operating within the expectation, we say that is in control. So, what is our expectation? That expectation is satisfying means automatically what we are saying, the production process in the operation system, it is always in the control. Our expectation and the process is going smooth means. Okay. Next, what do you mean by histogram? Actually, a histogram is also a chart. Okay. This shows the frequency distribution of observed values of variables. So we are having variables, isn't it? So what is the frequency it is having? Whether it is in a mode or downward or upward, like that we have, no? So this diagram, this histogram will show whether we are moving upward or downward or we are in the stable, that frequency it will show. Okay. We can see from the plot what type of distribution a particular variable displays, such as whether it has a nominal distribution or whether it is distribution is symmetrical. So symmetrical, same type of distribution. Normal distribution, the gap between the two variables, everything is going to be equally distributed means that is normal. Okay, whether the distribution is symmetrical, it means same. Okay, how it is going to be worked out? This is going to be talked in histogram charts. Okay, this is also one of the chart. I think I'll show the diagram, you will understand. Next one is scatter diagram. The word you know, no, scattered. So there is a dots will be there. We have to connect the dots. Okay, how is the scatter diagram? It is looks like a graph and shows how two variables are related to one another. How it is, the two variables journey is there in the graph. Okay, they are particularly useful in detecting the amount of correlation or the degree of linear relationship between two variables. For example, increasing the production speed and number of defects could be correlated positively, isn't it? So increasing the production, how we are going to increase the production speed, fast we want to do. But number of defects, if I am doing very fast, the mistakes, defects can be correlated positively, correct? So the production speed increases, so does the number of defects also. It will occur. The two variables could also be correlated negatively, so that an increasing one of the variable is associated with decreasing the other variable. For example, one variable, number of human resource I'm increasing. So what it means, my production also increases, positive way of approach. Number of human being increases, my wage is going to be spent more. Okay, if my defect also sometimes it's going to be vary. So it is negatively related. For example, yeah, increasing workers training might be associated with decreasing the number of defects. I think this is correct example. If I am increasing the training to the employee, what he will do? He will train more. If he train more, automatically he will not do a mistake. Clear. So it is increasing, this is decreasing. That is what scatter diagram, it will find out two things, variables relations. Okay, scatter diagram, just look at the diagram. The type of error is affected by backlogs. Accident rate is affected by over a period of time. Emission breakdown is affected by frequency of maintenance. Just to see x-axis, y-axis, how these three dots are connected to each other, how it is vary. Like that is what scatter diagram. Okay. How the 7 QC steps and QC tools work together. Steps we know, no. Select the team, collect the data, analyze the cause, plan, evaluate, standardize, and reflect. Here we have a tools, no. What are the tools we are having? Check sheet, graph, Pareto diagram, histogram, scatter diagram, cause and effect. How it is going to be uh, connected together. So in this case, select the theme, collect and analyze the data, analyze the cause. It will be this quality control steps. What are the tool we can use in the sense? These are all the check, graph, Pareto diagram, scatter diagram, cause and effect we can use. Again, where we can use these same things, evaluation part. Okay, we can have a checklist, a graph, a Pareto diagram, histogram, scatter diagram, cause and effect diagram, or control chart, whatever it is. Here only control chart. Evaluation part only control chart will come. So, how it is related. So, remaining part we can't use all these tools and all. We can use first three steps. Select the theme, collect, analyze, and analyze the causes. We can use the tools. And evaluation part we can use the tools. Clear? Process control and process improvement. Actually, we already see SDCA cycle, and the SAGA cycle is called process control. If you want to improve the process, what we have to do? PDCA cycle we have to use. Just to look at the diagram, you will get an idea. PDCA cycle improvement work. Okay, it's going to be improvement of work. That means process. Okay, do, check, active plan. So first we have to check, isn't it? We have to do and we have to check active plan. What are the things? That is PDCA cycle is going to be talking about. Daily work we are doing. Okay, daily work in the sense we have to control our process. So there what it will be used SDCA cycle. SD means standardize or sustain, I told. Standardize it and do it and check it and act towards it. So this is the process control and the process improvement cycles. It's very, very important university question. Okay. Next, management diagnosis. Management also playing a vital role, we know. So diffuse good improvement practices throughout the organization. By example, acknowledge the team accomplishment. What the team is achieving, we have to acknowledge them. Acknowledge them in the sense, appraise them, giving award them. So all these things will be improve the quality of the employee. Automatically, he will do improvement of work. Increase the improvement of skill of the team. So if the team doesn't have relevant skill and all, we can make them to train. We can improve the skills also. Next, create management by into standardize the solution. So we have to buy like software, ERP tools. Okay, these are all the things. ERP, I can say MRP tools. So these are all the software technology which create a management to buy a product. If you are buying the software, automatically they are started using, the standardization will start improving. Ensure legitimacy of conclusion. They have to be very free. They will be helping the people to improve their skills and qualities. Okay, so we have to ensure that. Okay? This is the management diagnostics. What are the general guidance? Senior management attends. Comments highlight positive lessons and areas for further improvement. Non-verbal signs shows management. Do not suggest going back. The process would follow 7-step format. Okay. Proactive improvement. What are the proactive improvement we are having? It is used to find upstream criteria. Of course, proactive in the sense before itself we have to decide, isn't it? No standard format for this. Fully developed format is quality function deployment. That's QFD. Data type 1 is collected in proactive improvement. Data 1 is completely qualitative and data 2 was both qualitative and quantitative. Data 3 was completely quantitative. Okay, 7 management and planning tools. First one, affinity diagram, relations diagram, matrix diagram, tree diagram, process decision program chart, arrows diagram, matrix data analysis. These are all the 7 management and planning tools. Okay, thank you.